Deadliest Catch is back on the air for an all-new season of the popular show. However, fans of the show have been quick to notice that one captain has been noticeably absent from the new season 21 episodes. So why is this captain missing from this latest season? Without question, Deadliest Catch has been a hit with viewers for many years. You don't premiere season 21 of a show without it being incredibly popular, and without people being willing to tune in and keep supporting the show. Some fans were concerned recently when the new season was moved to Fridays, as many refer to the Friday airing as the death slot for shows that are on their way out. However, at least for the moment, viewers are enjoying getting to catch up with their favorite captains and crews, as these people continue to risk their lives on the open sea for a big payday. One of the things that draws viewers to watch new Deadliest Catch episodes is to see how captains manage their crews. It's one thing to be a leader when everything is going according to plan. However, your mettle doesn't truly get tested until things go wrong and there is a wrench thrown into the order of things. These captains must manage their crews, including personnel as well as keeping the morale up when things go south. However, as Deadliest Catch fans have noticed in season 21 so far, Captain Wild Bill Wichrowski has not been in the new scenes that have currently been airing. With his signature long, white hair and white beard, Captain Wild Bill Wichrowski has been one of the keystone personalities on the popular program. However, as fans have been quick to note, he has been absent from Deadliest Catch in season 21. It turns out Bill has been absent so that he could focus on his cancer recovery. He was diagnosed with prostate cancer at the end of season 19. The good news is, according to Captain Bill, he appears to be cancer-free. Taking to Facebook to tell his followers about the status of his health, Wild Bill previously said, "I seem to be cancer-free now. I have always felt 10-15 years younger than my age, with the job I have and being around crew 1-2 my age. Feels like the clock has caught up. Maybe small price to pay. Thanks for concern and best wishes. If you have symptoms, get checked." Despite the good news about being cancer-free, it seems Captain Bill is taking extra precautions and giving himself more time to rest. At the time of this writing, there is no definitive timeline for Bill to return to the show, but either way, most fans are glad that he is doing well. For all the latest Deadliest Catch news, come back again to TV Show's Ace for more. Evan Morgan has been a full-time freelancer for over a decade. When he's not writing about the latest TLC gossip, he enjoys listening to music and catching up on the latest scripted drama or true crime documentary. For years, Deadliest Catch has thrived on the grit, danger, and sheer willpower of its captains and crews battling the unforgiving Bering Sea. Each season delivers not just the pursuit of crab, but a saga of survival, competition, and camaraderie. Fans grow attached to the captains, each a legend in his own right, who command the wheelhouse under storms, exhaustion, and relentless cold. But as season 21 of the Discovery Channel hit unfolds, viewers have noticed one glaring absence. A familiar name, a steady face in past years, is nowhere to be seen. The wheelhouse is silent. The cameras have shifted elsewhere, and fans are left asking, why? The disappearance of a captain from Deadliest Catch is never casual. These are men who live and breathe the sea. When one goes missing from a new season, the absence carries weight, sometimes tragic, sometimes personal, often both. The true reason behind a captain's disappearance is rarely as simple as it looks on screen. Season 21 opens with the usual roar: crab quotas, new greenhorns, mechanical breakdowns, and Bering Sea swells pounding the boats into submission. Yet amid the chaos, fans quickly realized that one of the show's cornerstone captains, known for his fearless streak and sharp instincts, was absent. His vessel, once a fixture of the fleet, never appeared on radar. His name, once shouted across the CB, was missing from every scene. Social media erupted. Theories spread. Had he retired? Fallen ill? Lost his boat? The Discovery Channel remained quiet, letting speculation ripple through fan communities. For a show built on authenticity, the silence was uncharacteristic. And that only made the mystery more powerful. Behind the scenes, the truth was more complicated than any rumor thread. The toll of the Bering Sea Deadliest Catch has never been kind to its captains. The men who take the helm do so knowing that the job demands more than endurance. It demands their health, their sanity, and often their families. After 2 decades on television and a lifetime at sea, the toll becomes visible. Sources close to production suggested that the missing captain had been struggling long before cameras rolled for season 21. Chronic injuries, the result of decades of pounding waves and sleepless seasons, had begun to slow him down. The work, hauling pots, navigating storms, keeping a crew safe under impossible pressure, had become heavier each year. The Bering Sea doesn't forgive fatigue. A moment's lapse in focus can turn deadly. The last season wrapped, whispers began that he might step away for a time. But in the world of Deadliest Catch, stepping away is never easy. The crab grounds have a way of pulling captains back, even when their bodies and families beg them to rest. This time, though, the pull wasn't enough. Crew members close to him hinted at a personal decision rather than a dramatic exit. The captain had, according to some, decided to take a break, a rare move among the fleet's hardened veterans. For the first time in years, he wasn't bound to a schedule dictated by crab quotas or storm fronts. Instead, he was home, focusing on recovery and family. That choice, though deeply human, carried an emotional weight. On Deadliest Catch, absence is often seen as defeat. The culture of the fleet prizes endurance above all. To sit out a season is to risk being forgotten, not just by the audience but by the sea itself. Yet those close to him insisted it was the right call. He'd earned his rest 100 times over. Still, fans couldn't help but notice that the show itself offered no direct mention. No send-off, no tribute. Just a quiet gap where a familiar presence used to be. Behind the camera, Deadliest Catch operates much like the fleet it follows: high stakes, tight schedules, and constant logistical juggling. A single captain's participation can depend on dozens of factors: contracts, boat readiness, camera crew assignments, and even regional fishing regulations. In Season 21, the production itself faced new challenges. Shifting crab populations, fuel costs, and tighter margins forced many captains to reevaluate whether the show still fit into their operations. There's also the question of control. Over time, some captains have grown wary of the editing room. Reality TV can compress months of hardship into a single dramatic arc, sometimes exaggerating rivalries or misrepresenting decisions. A few veterans have stepped back from the show, preferring to fish without the lens of production hovering overhead. It's possible the missing captain made a similar call, choosing privacy over portrayal. Discovery has occasionally seen these breaks before. Some captains disappear for a season only to return with renewed focus, their boats refitted and their spirits sharpened by time away. Others never return, their stories ending quietly, their boats passed to younger hands. Whether the missing captain of Season 21 will return remains uncertain, but the show's silence hints at a deeper respect for his choice. In many ways, the captain's absence is a reminder of what Deadliest Catch has always represented: not just adventure, but mortality. Every man who climbs into the wheelhouse knows the sea can take everything. Boats have capsized, lives have been lost, and seasons have ended in grief. The missing face on Season 21 is a subtle nod to that reality. Man stepping away before the sea could demand more than he was willing to give. Longtime fans remember how earlier captains faced similar crossroads. Some left after family tragedies. Others after financial hardship or regulatory changes that made fishing unsustainable. The show's history is littered with quiet departures, each carrying its own weight. What separates this absence is the fan connection. This captain wasn't just a name in the credits, but a personality who shaped the tone of the fleet. His banter, his stubbornness, his victories, they all became part of the show's identity. Season 21 doesn't stop to mourn. It can't. The crab season is relentless, and the show mirrors that reality. The remaining captains press forward, some stepping up to fill the narrative space left behind. Younger skippers, eager to prove themselves, seize new opportunities. The result is a subtle generational shift on screen. The energy changes, the tone deepens. Absence creates room for transformation. In the background, fans feel the missing voice. His old rivalries go unspoken. His territory on the crab grounds is quieter. His crew, scattered across other boats or taking their own hiatuses, speak about him with guarded respect. To them, he's not gone, just waiting out the storm from the shore.